This is the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Tuesday, October 11th. I'm Michael Groff. Our current weather pattern featuring dry conditions and above normal temperatures will continue for at least the next 7 days or so. No threat of any precipitation on the horizon. As we look outside this morning, there's that familiar look that we're so accustomed to around here. Clear skies as the sun gets set to rise over the valley here at 6 a.m. We're at 70 degrees at Sky Harbor right now, dew point at 44, relative humidity 39%. Winds are light from the east-southeast, and the barometer is rising. Temperatures around south-central Arizona this morning range from a 59 at Fort McDowell to the lower 70s here in the urban core. Mostly clear skies on the satellite across much of southern Arizona. Few clouds and some isolated showers and thunderstorms up toward the Four Corners, however. On the watch warning map, still have some persistent winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings in portions of Montana. And that could be extending east into the Dakotas today, where some parts of western North Dakota will see up to 3 inches of snow for places like Hettinger, Dickinson, over toward Williston. Also frost and freeze advisories from eastern Ohio, Pennsylvania, Virginia, all the way north into New England. On the convective outlook, a marginal risk of severe weather today for much of central and eastern Kansas, from Wichita to Topeka over toward Kansas City. Tomorrow, the marginal risk shifts east for extreme northern Arkansas, all the way north and east to southern lower Michigan. And as far as our weather is concerned, we'll talk about that as we check out the models. This is the GFS, the 06Z run, valid at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time today. Broad ridging across the southern tier of the United States means dry westerly flow for us. Little Pacific weather disturbances will pass us by from time to time, but about the only impact they'll have is to knock our temperatures down a couple of degrees once in a while. Today, a little disturbance moves by to the north. Showers and thunderstorms possible in Utah and Colorado, but we will remain mostly sunny, dry, and high temperatures, middle 90s or so. Tonight, another clear night. Very comfortable temperatures with dry air, lows in the low 60s to low 70s. And tomorrow, sunny skies again, and we'll climb back into the low to mid 90s. On Thursday, another little wave passes us by, and that'll knock temperatures down a few degrees, but the sky will remain mostly sunny, and we'll have highs in the upper 80s to low 90s. On Friday, quite a bit of rain from central California north to the Pacific Northwest, some snow in the Intermountain West, but we remain dry, and temperatures will start to warm up again as negative height anomalies establish themselves over the Northeast Pacific. That causes our temperatures to rise back up into the mid-90s. Saturday may be the warmest day of the period if everything pans out like this, because that's a deep low over the Northeast Pacific, and we are talking about high temperatures climbing into the mid to upper 90s around here. Some of the deserts of Southeast California and Southwest Arizona may well top out above 100 degrees. On Sunday, again, quite a bit of rain in the Pacific Northwest, some snow in the mountains. We just can't get any of that cold air to come down here. With mostly sunny skies, we'll be back in the mid-90s. Monday, another front approaches the west coast, and high temperatures may back down a degree or two at this point. We'll still probably be in the low to mid-90s, though, with a mostly sunny sky. Could be a few high clouds here and there. This is a week from today, Tuesday, October the 18th. Big low over the Great Lakes and another trough entering the western United States. Unfortunately, that cool air is just not going to make it this far south. We'll have another mostly sunny sky and high temperatures in the low to mid-90s. This is Wednesday, October the 19th. That trough starts to head out toward the Plain States. High temperatures around here still in the upper 80s to low 90s. You see a ridge building in off the west coast. This is the end of the forecast period, Thursday, October the 20th. It's a pretty impressive trough that's heading down into the Mississippi Valley toward the deep south, but we have a pretty impressive ridge that's building in over the western states. We're starting to see a more high amplitude pattern build in as we go through time, and that'll mean high temperatures, if this verifies, will probably warm back up into the low, maybe the mid-90s. And beyond the end of the forecast period, we venture out further into the land of make-believe. Just want to show you how this pattern is evolving. This is Friday, October the 21st. Look at that trough over the eastern United States. There would be some big snows possible over the northern Great Lakes and some significant soaking rains for the southeast and the east coast of the United States, but we would have an impressive ridge. Look at that. Highs would be in the 90s if this were to verify. Also of note, a tropical system forecast on the board down there in the Western Caribbean by this particular run of the GFS. But again, that's 11 days out. Certainly not something that I would get too concerned about right now. And looking at the numbers off the GFS ensemble, this looks a lot more palatable than what I just showed you off the deterministic run, doesn't it? Temperatures much, much nicer. And let's hope that it pans out this way. Still quite a bit of uncertainty as we go into next week with the evolution of the pattern across North America. High amplitude patterns can be very tricky to forecast sometimes. All right, that's a look at the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. Our next video comes your way tomorrow morning. Thank you so much for watching and have a great Tuesday.